It's losing in Syria and Iraq, but ISIL has set its eyes on Somalia. Its fighters are estimated to be less than 200 fighters headed by this man. The group is hiding in Puntland, a relatively stable region in northeastern Somalia. It made headlines in May 2017 after it carried out its first suicide attack in the port city of Bosaso. Al-Shabaab is also active in this region and is using these rugged mountains as a cover to attack regional forces. In June 2017, it overran a military base in a daring morning raid, killing scores of Puntland soldiers near the Galgala mountains. Somalia's president says that militants want to turn Puntland into a new battleground.
We are in the front lines. We will fight every terrorist group and the enemy of the Somali people, wherever they are, be it in Puntland or in southern Somalia. It's therefore our responsibility to make sure we strengthen our security.
Hussein Arab Isa is a former defense minister and the current chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Defense. He tells me that ISIL's growing threat in the region is a worrying development for East Africa.
Right now, they don't have the numbers. However, if we learn anything from the past, you know, the fact that they don't have members, serious number of members, doesn't mean that they will grow in the future. So we should have a plan to eradicate them now, stop them now, so we won't have issues with them in the future, which is what happened with al-Shabaab.
African Union says that up to 6,000 fighters who fought for ISIL in Syria and Iraq could return home, posing a threat to the national security of the continent and its stability. Meanwhile, Somalia's President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo is in the port town of Bosaso, where ISIL has launched deadly attacks here in the past as he seeks support in the fight against the militant groups. The US military has also targeted ISIL in this region, killing scores in recent airstrikes. Meanwhile, authorities have welcomed these strikes despite reports of civilian deaths.
The drone strikes really are creating a problem for these guys to make any move on the ground themselves, al-Shabaab and other groups, because now they're hiding in certain areas, fearing the drone strikes. So I think it's having a real devastating effect on their ability to really counterattack and you know, create problems for the Somali people.
Elsewhere, Puntland's regional forces are not taking any chances. The military is fighting on two different fronts, as hundreds of fighters continue to move to this area, fleeing increased military activities in South and Central Somalia. Abdulaziz, Billow, CGTN, Bosaso, Puntland, Somalia.